Hi, I'm Laura Ray. If you're a woman over the age of 50 and you love natural makeup, then this video is tailor-made just for you. I've always worn a more natural look, but I've changed my look even in the last year to make it softer and to just try to enhance my features and not let the focus be on makeup, but on my overall look. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorite inexpensive products. With wearing a mask every day, my rosacea has really been stirred up. Right where the mask hits is where I get the most reaction on my skin. So I thought, what can I do to sort of protect my skin from this? And I pulled out my Catrice 1 Minute Face Perfector. I've had this for a while. I've used it before. I've shown it. What's great about this is it goes with any skin tone. At least that's what they say. It works on my skin tone. At first it looks so dark, but then it melts into the skin and it gives this like protective barrier. So when I put this on and then put on my foundation, I found I got less breakouts. That was such great news for me because I was so frustrated with all the breakouts I was getting from the mask. So if you're struggling with breakouts from the mask, I suggest trying a primer before you put on your foundation, or if you're not wearing foundation, this works great. Some days I've used this and thought, did I put on foundation? Because it looked like I already had when I was having a good skin day. But this is an amazing product and has been so helpful to me with having to wear a mask. When I'm looking for a natural foundation, I don't want my skin to look dry. I think natural means a little bit of dewiness, just like when I was a teenager and I would have oily skin, but it would give a dewy look to the skin. So one of the best foundations that I've ever found for that is the Light Illusion from Flower Beauty. Most of you that I've recommended this to have loved it. A couple of people have written and said it wasn't matte enough for them. So if you like a matte look, this isn't for you, but I love it because it adds a little bit of dewiness, a lot of luminosity to the skin, and it lasts all day. I've used this foundation for well over a year, and when I put it on in the morning, 12 hours later, it's still there. It hasn't broken down. It melts into my skin and looks like it's part of my skin. So actually, as the day goes on, I like the look of it even better. Before I apply my eyeshadow, I have to prep my lids. They are various colors of purple and darkness, and since I have deep set eyes, that can enhance that even more. So my go-to are these two from Maybelline, the Brightener and the Neutralizer. Now, if I want a more subtle look, I will use the Neutralizer because it just takes my lid to a beige shade or a nude. I like the Neutralizer for the red spots on my face. When I get breakouts from rosacea or from wearing the mask, I just tap into that and tap it right on it. You can see I have one right here. And I just find that this brush is amazing. It's from Real Techniques. It's for the eyes. It's actually a deluxe crease brush, but it works great for blowing things out and making them look airbrushed. So I like using this brush under my eyes to blow out anywhere where foundation would settle there. I like it for pouncing on marks that I get on my face. But the Brightener I do love for the eyes. It's more of a pink look, but it brightens the eye without being too dramatic. Again, this is another one of those products that I feel as the day goes on, it just melts more and more into my skin and looks more natural. I have had people say to me, why don't you use an eye primer? And I did for years because I had oily lids, but now my lids are drier, and most of the eye primers that I've tried dry out my eye and make them look shriveled up and terrible on the lid. So once I started using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, that problem stopped and the shadows still stayed. And my favorite shadows, I love these for the natural look, are these from Pacifica. I've shown them before. It's their pink nudes. And I just find if you're a person that doesn't want to spend a lot of time blending, you want a natural look, these are amazing. Today, I'm just using a couple of shades. I use the pink shades. There's various pink shades and various nude shades, and all of these blend so beautifully together. A product I have fallen back in love with is under $3. This is amazing. It's from Wet n Wild, and it's their highlighter. Now, I love using this on the inner and outer corner of my eyes. I've also used it down my nose, anywhere you want to add brightness, even on the cheeks. Let me show you. It is just like the Benefit Highbrow. So this is a great dupe. That pencil, I'm sure, is around the $20 mark, around that. This is only $3 or a little under $3, but you can draw right on your cheek like this. And I'm just going to take my silicone brush and blend that out. And it gives you a nice highlight without any glimmer or shimmer. I'll draw a little more where you can see that better. And then I just blend it out. But it adds a lot of brightness to the face without the shimmer that a regular highlighter would be. I love it on the inner corner of the eye because you can actually draw in around the tear duct very easily. This pencil is amazing and quite a money saver. I have 3 favorite blushes that I've been using so much recently that are so natural looking. I love this new Cheek Kiss from Milani. This is in the shade Nude Flush, number 110. I like a nude look for a natural look. A lot of times we think of pinks and peaches for a natural look, which those are great, but I also love nude. This blends beautifully. It's very light on the skin, and it just sinks into your skin. It just becomes part of your skin, which is the look that I'm looking for when I'm applying a blush like this. Now, I love the Flower Bomb blushes. I've used these for a long time. This is another brand that's great. These are very pigmented, more so than the Milani. So you just want a tiny dot. Now, my favorite way to apply these products are with my silicone brush because I can save money. First of all, I don't waste product. Another thing is that I can see how much product I'm using so I don't apply too much. And of course, this multi-stick from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Soft Pink. It is gorgeous on the skin. I use it on my eyes, my cheeks. It's just absolutely beautiful for sort of a one and done look. My brows are fine and my eyelashes are fine, so I have found that a primer really helps, and I love this one from Essence. It's $4.99. I put it on my brows. I know they look a little Albert Einstein here, but I love this method because it allows the brow product to really cling better. It lasts all day and it thickens up the brows. I think of it sort of like putting mousse in the brows and lashes. Now, last week, one of my subscribers said, I love the e.l.f. Brow Wow, and I have shown this before. I love it too. It has the small brush, just like the Benefit Brow product that they have, and it's easy to use. And I have found pencils are really hard to get a natural eye look with unless you have really thick brows. If you're blessed with thick brows, you can just fill in sparse areas. But when you're like me and your whole entire brow is very fine, I have found that pencils are hard to disguise and look natural. So these new brow gels that they've come out with are amazing for people like me with fine brows. For a natural look, I love this Maybelline. Even though they say Falsies Lash Lift, I don't think I look like I have false lashes on. I think they look very natural. This doesn't clump, which is one thing that I think makes your lashes look more natural when they're not clumped together, but it does give them some lift, some definition, and I think it's great for a natural look. I have found that bronzer is one of those products where I can go from looking natural to not looking natural very quickly. So I love this product from Undone Beauty. It's their water bronzer. I've talked about it so much because it is such a natural looking bronzer. If you haven't seen it, it's a stick, but it's the consistency of water, and it just feels like water on your skin, but it gives a very soft look. I'm using the shade Baked. They have a couple of shades in this, but it's so easy to work with. I like to pat it on with a silicone brush. You could take your finger, put some on, and just press it into the skin. It blends very easily. This isn't something you really want to draw on your skin because then you'll have too much and it will be harder to get off because it melts right in. So I suggest using some type of brush or just gently patting it on softly with your fingers. When I'm applying my eyeliner for a natural look, what I like to do first is do my lashes. I put the primer, put on the mascara, and see how that looks. Sometimes I'm done right there, but if I want more definition to the eye, I love this L'Oreal Infallible pencil. It lasts, it doesn't smudge, and it's easy to work with. And what I do is start in the middle of the eye and just do little dashes, little strokes, and build the color until I feel like I have a natural look, some definition to the eye, but not too much. I am loving the new matte line from Revlon. Typically, matte lipstick is just very difficult for me as a mature woman. My lips will have more lines in them. They won't look as smooth. But this one, I'm telling you, I think the formula feels just like Charlotte Tilbury. It's amazing. This shade that I'm loving, it's a nude. It's got a little bit of pink to it. This is number 10, and the shade is called Untold Stories. But this is one that isn't too far from my own lip color. I can just pat it on and be done. Now, if I want more definition to the lip, which I feel you can get definition with a lip liner without looking too made up, I love the one from LA Girl, and this shade is Enduring Mauve. I've talked about it before. Now, I have to tell you, one of my favorite shades of all time is the Rimmel East End Snob, but this is very hard to get. You can get it on Amazon, and I'll put it in my store, but you have to buy two, and it's around $12. And I know originally when this came out, I probably paid $4 or $5 for it. Now, what's interesting is Enduring Mauve is a total dupe for it. So if you're having trouble getting this at a price you're looking for, I suggest the LA Girl because it's just as creamy. It's the same color, and this will run you a little over around $5. One of my favorite natural looking products is from CoverGirl. This is their top coat. Now this typically goes on their 24-hour or however many hour lipstick that they sell. This is to add shine to it and keep it from being so drying, but they sell it separately. I've had it in my Amazon store forever because it is one of my most repurchased products. It is just beautiful. It's clear. There's no glitter in it. You can top any lipstick you have. Let's top what I'm wearing now, and you'll just see all the shine that it adds. But it's very natural. I keep this in my purse. I have multiples of these. If my lips feel dry during the day, I just put a little of this on and I'm good to go. So I glossed my lips and I glossed my hair. Before I did the video this morning, I washed my hair actually last night and used the Pantene, the new glossing shots. I love these. Now I've talked about the regular rescue shots for conditioning, which those are amazing. Those are the ones in the gold tube, but now they have glossing. And this I'm so excited about because I used to get my hair glossed at the salon and I think it would cost at least $20 or $30 to do that. Now I can do that for such an inexpensive price in the shower in under 2 minutes. So I am just so happy with this product. It adds a lot of shine to my hair. Curly hair is very hard to get shiny. And I also struggle with a lot of dryness with having curly hair. So this has been my go-to. That's a real money saver. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you love drugstore and affordable makeup. Also, if you'll give me a thumbs up, that really helps my channel. Now for the giveaway. The winner of last week's giveaway is pinned below. This week, I'm giving away another Milani Gilded Violet. Such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. And also this Sigma brush. It's a powder brush. I love this brush so much. It spreads powder so easily on the skin. You'll notice I didn't wear powder today. Sometimes I do put the number 7 just in the T-zone, but there's other days when I just feel this makeup, the Flower Beauty, stays on so beautifully that I just go without powder. Thanks so much for watching.